everybody. This is Gail Roddy, the womanhood behind manhood from the hood. You know, in the previous videos, I was talking about writing your memoir and writing it in the sense that you don't have to write it for a huge publication. You could write it for your family and friends, simply to connect with them, with your life, in a way that doesn't have to go hugely public. Today I'd like to just talk about what if you do want this to be hugely public. You want it to be a huge, successful, published memoir. Well, one thing I would suggest is, instead of me telling you how to write that, I want you to take a look at some previously published memoirs that are hugely successful. See, to make it hugely successful, your memoir, your story has to have universal appeal. Every person who reads it doesn't have to relate exactly to your story, but the story has to be about the general human condition. Pride, rage, envy, all of those things that everyone can relate to, whether they have experienced them in the sense of your story or not. So here's 5 memoirs I want you to take a look at. You can just go to the bookstore, look through them, you can download them and read them if you'd like to, but just take a look at it, because these are examples of universal appealing memoirs that have sold millions of copies. The first one, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Number 2, The Color of Water by James McBride. Number 3, Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. Bone Black by Bell Hooks, and President Obama's Dreams from My Father. Now, when you read these, you will see what I'm talking about is that even though you maybe couldn't relate to Barack Obama's story or Frank McCourt's growing up in Ireland in the 30s, still there is such universal appeal in these stories. Check them out, and I'll be back next Tuesday and we'll talk more about that. And I'll also give you some more tips on how to get your memoir public. Thanks a lot. Take care, everybody. Gail Roddy, the womanhood behind manhood from the hood.